Hello everybody. Hi Zen, hi Scene, hi Girl Boss, hi Ree, hi Dwong, hi Zykos, hi Toby. Is that sexy Otos? Oh man. I'm feeling a little bit tired today, like...
Thecro7 Wave.
Oh my god, Crown, thank you so much. Also, I think the music's way too loud right now. Hold on, let me turn it down a little bit. Hi everybody. I hope everyone's having a good morning. Thank you, Crown. I appreciate the 8 months of being here, bro. Bonjour. Bonjour, comment ça va? I'm from Vietnam. Hi, Duong. Dude, what time is it there right now? I feel like it's a little earlier than I normally start. There's glitter. We got the Glitter65, but there's no actual glitter because glitter actually, to be honest, glitter sucks. Like actual glitter? No, thank you. Ooh, posture check. Bringing those shoulders back, baby. You know why? Because my posture sucks lately. Oh, man. Ooh, your streaming setup is always so calming. Thank you. No messes. I've been doing a better job of keeping things in order. The only mess I would say, which I can't really show you guys, unfortunately, because I don't think it actually shows up on the camera now. I have this random charging thing here, which I charge either my phone or my watch with. I don't have a spot for this yet. And then the only other thing I really want to decide, I don't think you guys remember this because I don't think I actually showed it. Also, what's up, Yumi? I used to have my Mac Studio mounted underneath my desk. It was using this cage here. And I don't know if I want to put it back underneath my desk. So I've been really deciding whether or not I want to do that again. So basically it just drilled underneath the desk and then it sat in this little pocket. I kind of like it having it on my desk, but it does have a lot of cables and it does almost feel like it's cluttered again. But I guess we'll see. Maybe I'll just leave that there to remember. Cavi, thank you so much for the tier 2.
Whoa, oh, 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 wow, ow, 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 yai, have a nice stream.
Dude, I don't think I knew what it was doing on that third one there, bro. Thank you so much, man, for the tier 2. How you doing, Cavi? How's everyone doing today? I'm doing good. I had a good night's sleep, I feel. I went to bed really late because I was... My first night in a while that I played, like, a game. Me and Pars have been playing some Diablo 4, but last night I decided to play RoboQuest, which is like a Risk of Rain style game, like a, you know, those bullet-like games, whatever they're called, roguelike games. I don't know, I had fun playing that last night, and I stayed up till like 3:30 in the morning, and I lost track of time, and honestly, dude, big mistake. Huge mistake, dude. I got those Ivy Work desk pads and put it out yesterday, instantly got soy sauce on it. Bro, I'm in the same boat. For me, whenever I put a goddamn desk pad out, okay? My desk pad attracts stuff. Like it's a magnet, basically. So if I have a sip of coffee today, and this is the first time I've had it on this desk, I guarantee you sometime during this stream, I will either get a speck of lube, which stains the desk pad, which I've already done on this one here. But it's like a magnet, dude. Just like every other Sunday, I'm stopping in to say hello, but before I leave the Costco with my boys. Oh, Costco run? Take me with you, dude. Have a good Sunday, man. Hope you and the family are good, bro. Take me with you. I really want to go to a Costco run. How's this beautiful human being doing today? Doing good. A little sleepy, but good. Zen, I did not get a chance. Did you DM me that? I after a stream, was it Friday night? I instantly passed out, and then Saturday, woke up, literally busy until... I actually have so much work. I have a few clients, and I actually fixed that plateless build too. I have so many clients that actually requested Milmax sockets that I ran out of Milmax sockets again. So I have enough for my previous set of clients, or my current set of clients, but I have to order more. So I've just been doing like Milmaxing and lubing switches and stuff like that. Haven't really got a chance to set up my photo area because I've just been like busy lubing stuff. By the way, if you guys need, September's almost full. There's like 1 or 2 slots. if you guys need stuff done, let me know ahead of time. Like, if you guys know you need stuff done and want me to do things for you, now's the best time to do it, by the way. Are you an OG Diablo 2 kind of guy? Nah, dude. Okay, so I never really got into Diablo 2. Like, I played it, but I never really got into it. For me, my first game that I think got me really hooked on the dungeon crawler kind of, it's like a dungeon crawler, right? This one here is a bit of a throwback, but if you know, you know, dude. It was Titan Quest. Titan Quest was it, dude. That was everything for me. I played the living shit out of Titan Quest. It was so good. And I think that somehow got me more into Diablo than Diablo did. But then I think Diablo 3 was the one I got really hooked on. And then I think the other one that I got stupid hooked on too was PoE. But PoE, I'm going to call it quits with PoE right now because PoE's way too much of a time sink. It's fun, don't get me wrong, but it is a time sink, dude. Also, Dig Deep, how you doing, man? Hope your day's going nice. It's going good. How about your day? What's your day looking like? Hey, Alex. Dude, if you guys haven't played Titan Quest, play it. And also, what's up, Ken Guru? How you doing, man? PoE owns my soul again? Nah, man, I can't. PoE is just like... There was a part of me that really liked those games where you have to have like a fucking manual in front of you and like research and do a clear build layout and stuff like that. I loved games like that. I think it's just too much for me these days. Like, dude, it's so much fun, but like, oh my god, it is just a time sink, bro. How silly are keyboards? How silly are they? We both tired and a little sleepy? Yeah, dude, I know, it's sleepy. It's a sleepy Sunday, bro. Playing WoW right now, just chill leveling through a campaign and watching keeps. How is WoW right now? What's the state of World of Warcraft looking like? They're making a Titan Quest 2? Stop it. Titan Quest 2. Ain't no fucking way, dude. Stop. When's this coming out? Coming soon. What? Ain't no way, dude. Ooh, I'm gonna have to play this game. I'm just looking at the screenshots right now.
So nice. Less than
that's
3.
so cool. Dynamite, thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate that, man. What game? Titan Quest 2. Wait, when is this game announced? Like, it says official website and stuff. Oh my god. It's a good keyboard stream run. We're Titan Quest 2 stream now. There's a huge nostalgia factor when it comes to Titan Quest because I think, if I remember correctly, we only had one computer, like for me and my brothers and my dad, and we all took turns playing Titan Quest. And it was, actually, this trailer looks fucking sick. I don't know why there's no audio playing on it. Dude. Check out the gameplay on YouTube? Okay, I'll have to check it later. Ending up getting my Odo Sonnet, such a nice keyboard, number 25. Let's go, dude. I actually did that thing again where I think 10 or 11 of them have smiley faces. So I don't know if you guys got some of the smiley face cards, but I don't know, I did that thing again. I thought it'd be cool. Been 2 days, so we have the new story of what not to level through. For the World of Warcraft expansion. My dad actually plays Guild Wars, and he was telling me the new Guild Wars expansion is dropping this week too or something. Feel like all the MMO stuff's just dropping this week. Tap Sunday. Dude, Zach, thank you so much for 2 years,
Sunday,
man.
Alex. Happy 2 years subscribing to your feet pics, haha.
What? Is there feet pics that I don't know about? I scratched from the inside of my ear, by the way. I went to go, like, be silly, and then I got the inside of my ear, dude. Huh? Zach, thank you so much, though, man. My next keyboard will be a Sonnet, saving up for that now. I've been really enjoying my Sonnet. Just like a little keyboard mention here. I've been really enjoying this thing. Like, I keep coming back to it, and I want to switch to other keyboards just for the sake of, diversity on my desk, but truly, like, I don't know. I think the mounting style of this Sonnet really blows the other one out of the water for me. And it's all preference. I've heard people say they actually prefer the round 1 Sonnet rather than this like 1.5 side release, which is fair. Also, is the music now too low? I feel like it's way too low now. Let me know, guys. Is that Kikobo vibrator? Huh? This is Kikobo Vibrato. Yes. Wife and I have Float and Theseus on the way. I'm looking forward to the Umbra drop, though. Oh, hell yeah, the Float's nice. Ooh, woo. Yeah, dude, for real. Finally out of the hospital? Kip, what happened? I was interested in having you make a keyboard if possible. What's your lead time right now? If you just need me to build a keyboard, lead time, it should be 3 to 4 weeks still. Let me just triple check my build log. 1 second, I'll tell you. Lead time is, the next available slot would probably be October 2nd. There is one available on the 27th for September. So yeah, I would say like 4 weeks-ish. Typically the way I schedule things is if you ship something out, because this happens a lot, and I hope people understand why I do this. Sometimes what happens is people will want a slot. So I used to slot people in, but then people would never ship. So now the way I do things is when you ship it out, and I get it, then I slot you in. Because it just makes more sense that way.
What's a FavGMK alternative right now?
Kikobo, probably. I don't mind Kikobo. I think that's number one. JTK is also great. A little expensive. And then I think if you're looking for another decent set, like if you want the ABS sound profile, you can kind of get that with the mode keycaps. Sorta. Not really, but sorta. Because it's an ABS PBT blend. But I would say that's like the last on my list. I still like them though. They're great sounding, but a little different. Sickle cell pains and infection? Oh no. Kip, that sounds painful. I hope you're okay, man. Drop DCX? I've used 1 or 2 sets of DCX and I found it oddly thin. I don't know why. Thank you, Mofo Cat. I appreciate it. You know, it's a lot of, I would say that actually, no, there's an empty slot on the 15th. I don't know why I haven't filled that in. The bookings, if I'm being real with you guys, like right now I have stuff booked. I would say 3/4 of the bookings are clients. And a lot of the times what happens though is I have, like, for example, I have a keyboard booked for Monday, September 23rd. This keyboard has not shipped yet. And it's from what's it called? It's from a vendor. And I have a feeling no one's gonna ship. So that day usually gets slotted with something else. I think I just twisted it, Punk. Thank you for asking, though. I really appreciate it. I think I just twisted it. It's better now. But my hands are stupid dry, so I'm trying to get them better. Like, dude, I put moisturizer on my fingers this morning, and it just, like, absorbed it like a paper towel, dude. What's my 60% daily driver? Oh, I've been loving the Ori. The Ori's been my number one go-to 60. I want to rebuild my Tempo, though. I think that's another board I wouldn't mind rebuilding. PBT Fans ABS. Oh, I don't mind PBT Fans ABS. I do think it sounds way different than the standard ABS that we're used to. Like, it has a deeper sound profile. Guys, thank you so much for these subs, by the way.
Been a while, got a kid now. Already 8 months, time
Congrats.
flies less than 3.
I hope that's been so fucking rewarding, dude. I gotta stop swearing, but I swear so much. I'm sorry, guys. I hope that's been so rewarding. That sounds like a journey on its own, NTR, and I am so proud of you, dude. Do you still use your unicorn? Not really. I don't know why. I haven't. Like, I have the green one somewhere on my white shelf over here, but the other one's in a hard shell case, stored away. I don't know why. I just don't use it very much. What's the best place to get a hold of you? Discord website. And if you want something done, there's a build form you can just fill out, and it has all the details, and I'll shoot you back a message within a day or two. What other boards I want to rebuild? My derivative number one. I want to rebuild my Ori TKL. How's the electrical? I don't know yet. We're figuring that out still. We're still waiting for the okay to, if we can get a breaker switched or something. I don't know. We need to get permission to do this kind of stuff. And, like, first of all, even if I wanted to and just, like, go buy a breaker and do it myself, we can't because it's against the code. So we have to get the okay on multiple fronts. So we can't just, like, do it I can't even just do it and then just, like, switch it back after. It's can't. So it's okay. We'll figure it out. The code is just a paper. Also, hi, Avo. How are you doing? I'm drinking my coffee, actually. If you don't want the green one, I can take it off your hands. Smiley face. I don't have many. Kate, I actually wanted to talk to you guys about this. All of you guys, I am very grateful that we're able to stream as often as we do. Like, I am extremely grateful. You guys have allowed me to kind of build this really cool area to stream, this really cool community. September, I was thinking, okay, like we do these big subathon giveaway type things where tons of people win keyboards, and dude, so many people get some really cool stuff. Like, I have gotten so many happy messages from winners. Some people, it was like their first keyboard. Some people, like, you know, for financial reasons, they can never participate in keyboards, but they managed to get one off this, and it's like now they feel like part of the hobby, which you don't ever have to buy something to feel part of this, by the way. September, I'm still brainstorming. I'm almost there for September in terms of how I'm going to do this. The way I've kind of positioned this now is instead of doing like one day where we give away 20 keyboards or 15 or 10 keyboards, I'm thinking every stream in September, we have a very small goal just to cover shipping expenses and stuff. And I feel like we normally hit those small goals anyways with people who resubscribe and stuff, which I highly appreciate. So September, I'm probably going to do a keyboard giveaway, a stream. I'm going to start boxing and packing those within the next week. I'm hoping we can even give away some like keycap sets and stuff too. Like, I'll just put a whole bunch of stuff in these boxes. But I figured for two reasons. A, I don't really love doing the subathon days because I feel like I've always been not the biggest fan of subathons. Like, I feel like it's too much going on in one day. I'm like not super into like the high chaos type of streams. So I was thinking we do this. This seems a little bit more patient. It seems a little bit more like considerate of everything too. Giveaways are always international. You never have to worry about that. I always cover shipping on things. The only thing I don't cover is if you guys want special shipping, or I don't cover import fees because I can't do those ahead of time. Do we need to go on Discord for it? No, it's going to be in Twitch. So I'm thinking we do that. There may be some days where I'm going to ask some sponsors, because this is sort of like a last minute thing I've been thinking of. This is the last minute thing. I'm going to ask people if they want to like sponsor a day or two. But for the most part, everything will be supplied by myself. And we'll give away some fun stuff. Again, I just wanted to make it like easier and more digestible in terms of these giveaway things. So I'm thinking September's a fun idea too. I don't know. I hope so. Makes sense. I also feel like slower speed kind of matches your energy of the hobby, taking our time, making sure our builds are perfect, good vibes. I agree with that, Kabu. Merch giveaway when? I might do some of those too. We'll do some merch giveaway stuff. Oh shit, Soren, everyone run. Alex, if I send you switches, can you tell me what needs to be done? I've ordered some Bison Rocher limits. I haven't heard of those ones. They have a 37 gram spring by default, but Unikey's will send a 50 gram spring as well. I believe you will be able to tell which mods. Yeah, if you want me to do them, Zany, send me everything you need besides film, and then I can figure out what actually needs to be done to the Switch and, like, you know, mod it for you, or, I don't know, just tell you how to mod it, I guess. Whatever's easier for you. Which date? It'll be every day in September, I'm hoping. Like, I hope we have, like, a giveaway a day. In terms of which date, that you would actually probably need Discord or just, like, to turn on notifications on Twitch, because I don't know which days we're streaming in September. Like, I can give you a rough estimate, but those could change. But I'm just hoping every time we go live, I can have a keyboard ready to give away for you guys. I'm going to be putting in a merch order this week. I'm extremely grateful. Everyone who's been getting shirts have been loving them. I have a new design that I was thinking of. It came to me last night while I was playing some video games. I was like, I have this really cool idea. I want to get that done. So I'm going to start working on that. I'm hoping that I can get a design and samples in for the end of September. That'll probably be a little while away. But I have some interesting things too. But dude, I have to admit, man, I gotta say, everyone's been saying such nice things about the merch stuff, and I am so happy about that. So I realized I don't have any tote bags. So I'm gonna snag a tote. We love it. We've only, like, I'm not even joking. I'm not trying to sell it or anything. My girlfriend has only been using that tote bag because it's super heavy duty. Will I be checking out the dude? I will. here's what happened with the Dune. The Dune got shipped to my old address. DHL's rerouting it, but for whatever reason, DHL gives you, because it didn't actually deliver. DHL gives you like dates now for the reroute, and it's like a week away. So I was supposed to do it next week, but I guess we're just gonna wait and then fill in a slot or something. Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen that before. Usually it's like a day or two. I need to whale this chair or something, dude. When you built the mode Envoy for Aussie Antics, what version of Gator on Silvers did you use? Oh shit, that's a great question. Gat Speed Silvers. I think they were the Pros. The V3 Pros or something like that. Okay, I will have to find out because I don't have like a quick little thing, but I believe it's the V3 Pros. Had to order a second t-shirt because my partner won. What happened? Oh, wanted the first one back? they stole it from you? I warped my spacebar on my GMK sets. Do you know anywhere I could buy just one? That's actually a great question. Does anyone have an answer for that? How's my favorite mustache, man? Founder, what's up, dude? How you doing, dude? Anyways, I actually wanted to start streaming a little earlier just to catch up with you guys too. I hope everyone's been having a good Sunday and just a good week too, man. I feel like the week dragged on. Overall, I want to reflect on the week. I think the week overall was a win.
Alexotos looking fresh today, less than 3.
Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. I think the week was good. Nanak, thank you so much, man. It was a good week. Like, I don't want to complain. I don't want to be negative. I think that's one thing that I was talking to one of my friends, and I think there's been a small part of me that's been a little bit pessimistic lately. Just on like little things, and I want to start being like positive about little things. I want to be like, I don't want to like nitpick parts of my life. I just want to like, if shit happens, I just want to keep going. Like, I don't want to funnel into this like small little, I don't know, realm of what I could have done better and oh, my day was so bad. I just want to like be positive again. Yeah. You could contact the vendor. Maybe they'll let you buy one, but if you did it yourself, God damn, dude. Depends. Jeez, man. Oh my god. Here's my compensation for slightly unhinged drunk chats in Discord last night. I didn't even see. You're good, dude. Thank you so much for the 5 tier 1s, bro. I appreciate it. Dude, I love cheese, though. Fuck, I really want a grilled cheese sandwich. I love cheese. It is so good. I need to cut my hair again. My hair's been growing like a weed, dude. Any plans to review the Test 65? You know, I thought I was supposed to review that, but I don't know what the hell's going on with that. I will message Divinity. Positive energy, excellent words, Alex. Yeah, you know, a little rant I'm just gonna go quickly on. I think there's something else. I was watching some sort of YouTube video yesterday, and something someone said really resonated with me. It was just like an off comment that someone said, how like everything we watch is, and it's just so true, like it's so sensational, like there's a lot of negativity, there's, you know, hate stuff sells and yada yada yada. And I think I'm getting definitely saturated with a lot of that content everywhere, anywhere you go. It's just like you get so much like controversy, hate, shock content, rage bait. And I think I'm just like, I'm done with that, dude. I need to like put that to the side. I need to focus in on just feeling good, on healthy stuff, and just like not dealing with that shit. Like, do I care? Yes, I should care about some of the negative things that happen, but honestly, you can't make that your whole life. It's just too much, dude. And a lot of this stuff is just sensationalized stuff that people do to sell anyways. You know, it's half of it's not real. It's a problem and it is beginning so widespread. It's very widespread right now. It is just too widespread. So I'm just completely over it personally. Like, I'm so tired of it. So I definitely need to like get off that shit. Like, I turn on Twitter, I turn on any sort of social media these days, and it's just like bullshit, dude. It's just like, hey, look what this X streamer did to piss off this person, and then just like people doing IRL content, and there's this that happened, and other sad stuff, and other mad stuff, and rage bait, and someone's stupid take on something, or here's my opinion and why you should care. I'm done with it, dude. Enough. But I hope you guys have been having a good week. Today we're going to be looking at the glitter. This is a sponsored stream. They sent me 2. I didn't know they were going to send me 2. When people usually do this stuff, I'll probably give away one pretty quickly, and then if they let me keep it. I actually don't know if I'm allowed to keep these. But it is a sponsored stream today. Doesn't stop me from, doing my thing here. They have no way to alter the stream. Obviously, it's all live. That's why I like doing live streams. Now, I'll only do one today. It's called the glitter. The glitter is interesting because this is technically it's round 2. It has a round 1 which is in stock. I have a discount code they gave me for the round 1 as well, if you guys are interested. But the glitter is interesting. The glitter is it is very much like a, how can I put this? It feels like they tried to do something different with the glitter, which you guys will see today. And I don't know if it's done super well. There's some stuff I can already see that I would probably want to change about it. But it starts at $149 and it goes all the way to $180. And I do believe, depending on different factors on how you want to customize this, so if you don't want flex cuts and you want to get one of the A stock versions, it can go all the way up to $200. Does the Glitter65 glitter? I hope it doesn't actually have glitter. The in-stock version is the round 1. So this is kind of where it gets a little bit messy. And let me try to share my screen here, because I feel like they should have done a better job on just... Oh my god. Aka, thank you so much, dude, for the 5 tier 1s. No trackpad? I still don't know where the fuck I put it. I'm cleaning my room still, guys. So, JMS, thank you so much for the tier 1,
Alex,
dude.
Sonnet arrives Tuesday, yay.
Dude, I hope you end up loving it, dude. Here, we'll quickly go over the board. Thank you, JMS, and thank you, Aka. I appreciate that, man. So the round 1 is this guy. Round 1, I think they gave me a coupon for 20% off too, if you guys are interested in that. I think it's just Alex1. Again, I have no review or anything on the round 1, so this is just us talking about it. I have no idea. This seems to be a very popular keyboard overseas. Like, I was reading some other comments and reviews, and I just did some research on the brand and stuff too. They are a manufacturing company, it seems. So they can keep the prices a smidge lower because they kind of cut out the middleman. But it does have some pretty glowing reviews on YouTube from what I've seen from other content creators overseas. They actually have these really cool bags that come with some of these units, which we'll go over. But the round 1 has an RGB strip around the top, which is interesting. And then this one here also has that level 1 and level 2, which is A stock and B stock. So they are selling B stock units, and they tell you about those things in the other page here. I have no idea what the round 1 sounds like. The round 2, this is slated to ship in November, will have a few different versions. The round 2 can either come with just the Pro, which actually it's better if we just go to the bottom. The round 2 seems to start at 150. This G tray thing is interesting. I don't know if I love it, and I will explain why as we build the keyboard. But it does have Vial support, not VIA. Whatever, I'm still good with Vial. Either way, I'm happy that it's using something a little bit more open. So good on them for that. It is going to be wired only. And then the bag only comes with the Ultra version, which is $180. So you can just buy the bag too. Yeah, the bag's $50. They sent me the bag too, which I'll show you guys today. I like how they're specific about A, B. Yeah, that's the one thing I actually really appreciate about them, but it's a little confusing. They have a level 1 and a level 2. The level 2 is B stock. The level 2 you can get cheaper. It tells you over here what to expect from each one. Interesting. Interesting indeed. I like that. There's a lot of clarification on what you're supposed to get. There's also clarification on line 1 and line 2, being when you're supposed to get this. I appreciate all the transparency that they're giving here. So, very, very nice here. Jer, thank you so much for the Prime. I really appreciate that, man. And again, depending on which version you get, the round 1 has the RGB on the top, which, I'm going to be honest, I don't love as much as this new version. The new version has it in the front. It has an SD card reader, but I did read some people talking that the speeds on it aren't that fast. But I mean, it does have a card reader. So still pretty nice for people who don't maybe care for speed. They just want just something embedded in the keyboard. And it does have some USB-A's as well. We'll see. They have a sound test and decent description of the R1 boards to put together. Yeah, they seem to care a lot. There's also a lot of like what to expect over here and stuff like that. Now, we did get the Ultra with flex cuts. So we're gonna build it anyways. It's fine. They do have one without. I wish they had sent me both PCBs. It's okay though. I really do wish they sent me both. But there's a lot of different colors too. It's an interesting looking board. Again, I can already tell you I have some reservations that I'd like to kind of actually assemble and see how I feel. But we'll see. We'll see for sure. And then also, I think they also gave me a coupon code for free shipping, which is just Alex2. So if you just type in Alex2, I think that's free shipping. I'll give you guys those coupon codes later. I don't understand why flex cuts are the standard. So here's the thing with flex cuts that I want people to kind of like. Flex cuts, I mean, they're offering both versions, which is awesome. Flex cuts aren't as popular here in the West than overseas. Overseas, flex cuts are hugely popular. The foam, the sound with foam, the flex cuts. And I want people to be, like I talked about this once in the past, the difference in market between here and overseas is crazy different. So it is very, very, very different in terms of what to expect. For example, like the Zoom and all those other boards, like they were boasting they sold like 10,000 units or something like that, right? I don't think that was here in the West. I think that was mainly in like China, for example. There is a totally different market with totally different trends, which is, I think, actually really cool that there's different trends personally. Maybe it's not cool to you guys, but I think it's kind of cool. We all have different trends in different parts of the world. Dude, oh my god, meme. I have seen the pictures from the Wuche meetup in China. Was it in Shenzhen? I don't remember where it was. Holy shit. It puts all of our meetups, it makes us look like we're just like kids going to go play Magic the Gathering at a local card shop. The meetups there are fancy, dude. I really want to go to one day, but not the MTG shade. I'm sorry, it had to happen. It had to. All right, it had to happen. Hey, I used to play MTG, and I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh at card shops. Oh, dark times, dark times, dude. I got banned from the reason why I stopped playing is I got banned. Throw that shade. You got banned from Yu-Gi-Oh? I did. I played. Okay. Little off topic from the stream today. I went to a meetup for the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I just went to go play a tournament. And I guess I misread one of the rules, which was they were playing with standard banned cards. So if you guys don't know, there's certain cards that you just can't play because they're just too powerful. I didn't know that. So really quickly before the tournament started, I tried to remove all of the banned cards, and I missed one. And it was, I believe the card was, Jesus, I hope I pronounced this right. Was it Raigeki? Yeah, it was Raigeki. Raigeki? You know, the one that destroys basically everything? It was banned at the time. I don't know if it's still banned or not. The lightning one, yes. I played it. I won the match, and then the guy running the tournament literally like waltzes over, dude. And he's like, get out of here, dude. He's like, you're banned. You're not supposed to play that card. And I just thought, I'm like, dude, I didn't even see this was on the ban list. Like, I didn't follow the ban list because I always thought my local shop was just cool with whatever. But yeah, I got banned. They told me to get out, and I just lost interest after that. This man played Harpy's Feather Duster and Raigeki. No, dude. Please. Okay. Well, let's take a look at the board. They sent over 2 colors. Whatever color I unbox first is the color we'll build. I don't know which one is which. No, it was a banned card at the time. Like, you just couldn't play it. So this is the box. I couldn't get some of this plastic off. I don't know, it's like stuck to this or whatever. Okay, I guess we'll show one thing at a time here. I think this has to be one of the coolest additions I have ever seen in a keyboard, by the way. Like, truly. This has to be one of the neatest things. Even the patch is kind of cool. I could sit here and gush about this. The Ultra ones come with the messenger bag. Look at this. Hey guys, pockets. You can buy these separately, it seemed. But I was genuinely like blown away. I already took a look at this beforehand, by the way, because I was genuinely that curious. Autofocus isn't a fan. Oh, I'm sorry. It is genuinely cool. A bag comes with a free keyboard. Truly. I mean, this seems really nice. Even like these seem good quality. Yeah, like just pockets on pockets, dude. How's the stitching? The stitching looks good. It doesn't look like it's gonna fray at all or just like come undone. But yeah, genuinely pretty nice. I don't know if you can fit something like a TKL in this. And I think a small part of me wishes it was a bit more padded. But like these, even the hardware seems pretty good quality. Bag review. I mean, I'm always on the hunt for like a really nice bag, so. Yeah, the only gripe I think maybe I would say is maybe wish this was a bit more padded on the inside. But you know, I can't see this damaging the board as long as you don't put anything else. It seems like it's just made to be like a regular tote. I don't think this is like made to be specifically for keyboards. This could potentially damage your keyboard on the inside. You might still want to put it in like a sleeve.
Is your desk still curved?
No, it's not, Ken, okay? It's not. Thanks for the sub, dude. This can potentially damage your keyboard as long as the zipper. So this is something to watch out for. Even like these inside pieces here, like these could potentially damage something. Like all the zippers. So you're gonna want to watch out for that. But genuinely, everything seems pretty damn good quality on this. Faux leather straps. Are these plastic? Yeah, these are a thick plastic, these adjustment straps here, which is fine. Cool. I don't believe it until you prove it. I proved it on Friday. Okay, guys? Bro killed the whole vibe. Flashes of PTSD. So yeah, would I use this to store a keyboard? Because of the inside zipper, probably not. I would still wrap it in like a soft cloth or something. Or a thick cloth, rather. But you know what? I get a free messenger bag with the keyboard? Sure. Why not? I do think they should add some sort of, which would be smart, right? If they had to go back and redo this for a future round, I'm reviewing the bag of all things. I would put some sort of like foldable cloth over the zipper over here so you don't scratch your keyboards. That's what I would do if I was them. But it's still a very nice looking bag. Like it's keyboard themed, which is fun. Hell, you don't even have to use this for keyboards. I don't plan to. I actually really like this. You could just remove the zipper too, yeah. It's pretty nice. There's pockets on the side. Impressed. Very impressed with this. Coming in, greeting Alex with a curve joke. Oh my god, dude. Right, here's the board itself, which we'll unbox. And then I believe this is the accent piece for the back, the tray. There's like accessories, fittings. Yes, okay. And that's everything inside the box. Is this like sub 200? This is, it comes in at max, I think 199. I don't think you can get higher than that. I don't think there's a possible way that I managed to get it higher than 199. I would say most people are probably going to get it like 180 to 199, 190-ish. With the bag included. Alright, so here's the only thing I wish we didn't get sent. Actually, we'll take a look at we'll take a look at this first. Oh god, this is tough to open here. God damn, this sticker's fucking industrial. Bag looks good for 40%. True. It kind of does. So this keyboard works on a tray system. So you essentially slide these trays in, and they've given you these pieces of like Teflon that you're supposed to put on the bottom of the board to help it slide. It's an interesting concept, but I think from what I can visualize, there might be a smidge of a flaw with this kind of concept, but it is interesting. I've always wanted to see a keyboard done with like a slide-in tray where you can just pop it in and out to kind of edit things on your board. It does have two USB-A, the USB-C for your standard, plug into your computer, and it has an SD card slot, which I, appreciate. As someone who uses SD cards a lot, I kind of do appreciate that. Interesting. Again, I wish we didn't get the flex cut version, but it is fine. I'm hoping there's a piece of foam in here. It did look like there was a piece of foam. Dude, I feel like, whatever manufacturer they used for these stickers, like these stickers are so heavy duty, dude. Holy crap. Are the USB connections on the front instead of the back? No, this is the back of the keyboard over here. I think just the PCB is upside down for whatever reason. The PCB is supposed to be... Oh my god, another one of these stickers. So what else do we have in here? Oh! I was just complaining the stickers are heavy duty and they give you a sticker pack. Hey, you know what? I'm here for this. This is like a fun little package of things. The silicone. Now the silicone, I don't know if this is supposed to be like mandatory, but I mean, I think we probably will end up using it today. And then we have the RG, oh no, this is the ruler. This I didn't really quite understand. They're giving this as like a gift, which is like a PCB ruler type thing. I mean, it is what it is. It's fun, I guess, It's cool. It's to measure your desk. I guess so. But it's fun. I don't see a purpose in this. The stickers are fun. The ruler, whatever. We have our cable, and then we have some foam, which I do plan on using at least the foam today. True, we could measure the front height. We could. Let's just put this in this bag here and throw this stuff out. Are you getting a keyboard or a stationery pack? Why not both? It's a whole bundle of things. It's a complete back to school kit. Honestly, bro, I'm kind of feeling that. No, this way here. This keyboard feels like it has a really high front height, which we shall explore more of. Now, I'm all for new things, and I think this tray option seems very interesting. Oh yeah, this is a very tall front height here. Okay, nice.
Kangaroo_KBD gifted a tier 1 sub to its queue.
Thank you, Ken. I appreciate that, dude. Interesting. So this is the keyboard case itself. You can see how tall this front height is, but it does kind of have this... I mean, I guess they did this just so they can have this large LED thing in the front. We have this ruler. Let's use it. Let's see what the ruler tells us. I don't know what this ruler's in, but I'm assuming it's millimeters. The ruler tells us this is, it's not terribly high, but it looks like it's about 24, which is probably one of the highest I've used recently, but I've used higher keyboards. Looks like to be 24 millimeters. Feet are pre-installed. There's no weight on this guy at all, so I'm hoping there's no resonance. This is a plateless only build. It does come in a solderable version. I don't know if I agree with hot swap plateless. I really don't know if I do. Or actually, sorry. It's a dual function PCB. I forgot about that. So you guys can see it's either solder or hot swap, depending on how you want to do. Which is interesting. I've never seen something like that before. I remember that being in the notes. No, it slides in from the back. The back's actually pretty cool. I like this. I like the exposed hardware too. Reminds me a little bit of the Boop, no? Just a smidge of the Boop. Actually, a pretty neat side profile too. Interesting looking board, for sure. Reminds me of the capsule. Oh, you know what? The capsule's a really good comparison as well. These Teflon strips are recommended to go on the bottom of this thing, from what I understand, just so it glides easier. So we'll take these off. Screws not centered. Well, we'll take a closer look at that. It's like the Pixel Space Capsule 65. Yeah, it's interesting, huh? A lot of options in the PCB, which I can appreciate. But it does look like, depending on how we want to build this board, we'll have to either sacrifice south or north facing for, I think it's what, the solderable will be the opposite way. So that might be an issue for some people who, for me, I've never had a problem with it, but some people genuinely do have problems with north facing stuff and south facing stuff, so. Interesting PCB. I would have much preferred a non-flex cut version. It does have an SD card reader, yeah. Look how many LEDs it has. That's crazy. Interesting. I've never seen something like this before. So it has solder pins as well as hot swap. We could tape it up, but I think for me, I'm just going to put the foam. Very interesting. The gaskets are applied already for you. However, it seems like, oh, the gaskets are in the case and on the PCB. Interesting. Okay. Very interesting. It's a busy PCB for sure. You know, is this the first time I've ever seen something like this? Have we ever seen something with hot swap and solder built in together? Oh, an LED just fell off. Well, that's not good. We might not have a working LED on this. Okay, so that's something I will bring up. Oof. Yeah, that's the problem with wrapping things like this. This should have been wrapped, in my opinion, because this could have been banging up against this over here. This should have been wrapped separately. I'm going to grab the other PCB from the other box, and I'll let them know about this one. I think this can actually be soldered back on, but for now, duly noted that one of the diodes fell off. So just get solder and hot swap, but just turn it to 180 degrees. Basically, yes, we'd have to do that with the board. All right, let's just grab the other PCB out of the box here. I don't want to demo it with that particular one. Actually, did we get both the same PCBs? Pieces falling off the PCB is not a good sign. I do want to say though, I'm very like positive that it's because they packed it against something solid, and because this. Oh, this is the same one. Because this is a flex cut PCB, any pressure that was probably put on this probably isn't good either. So I want to say that they need to probably separate the PCB into its own packaging with like bubble wrap or something. Packaging is equally important when it comes to these projects too, right? You got to have good packaging. How's this one here? This one here looks a little bit better. Do not mind solder and PCB. You can try switches and then solder them in. Yeah, I mean, that's one way to put it. You could do that, yeah. You could do a mix of the both, which is, I guess, fun in its own right. I'm so scared about a diode falling off the PCB, a fossil PCB. I hope it's all well. Actually, let me see. Is this... You know, I don't think your fossil is going to be damaged at all, but... These are really tall LEDs. So they were probably banging up against this. So I will note that to the company because that is not a good sign. I do, like I said, I really wish we didn't have to do this version today. So yeah, it seems like if we wanted to do this, let's just grab a random switch. Where are my switches? You would either hot swap it this way, which is your regular orientation, or if you wanted to do solder, you would just stick it in like that. Ooh, these switches are not liking the solderable version.
6 months. Second trimester over here. Thanks
Thank you,
for
dude.
all the wonderful content and keeping this keyboard hobby alive. Love
Thank
you,
you.
man.
Oh man, Yoshi, that's very kind of you, dude. Thank you, thank you. I really appreciate that, bro. That is so kind. Thank you, man. Yeah, definitely better secured. You know, if I was them too, I would probably... Like, how's the solder looking on these? Looks fine. But yeah, I would not ship it like this if I was them. Really, I would not ship it with this like this. I would take this out. Relying on the tape is one thing, I suppose, but I would take this out and put this in its own packaging for shipping. Oh, I'm way too zoomed in right now. Interesting though. I can't say I've ever seen a PCB like this. This board has a lot of interesting things going for it, huh? It's quite unique in that sense. I think it could be better in some. For example, I would love to see the front height lowered at least to 20. I think that's possible too, because I do feel like this is a very thick keyboard. This lowered to 20 would be a really fun keyboard if this was a bit lower for me, but this is rather high. You would probably need a wrist rest. But now comes the other part that I'm very curious about as well, and that is installation of this unit here. So let's get our screwdriver out. It's interesting seeing these productivity focused 65s. Are you getting a Reviri from Canon Keys? I am. I think that's how you pronounce it, right? Why is there a twist die in here? I love the USB stuff, all the extras, but no wrist rest. Yeah, is a wrist rest super necessary in this case? I'd say so. Oh, I thought that was a scuff, but that's just the machining in there. Actually, the E-coat looks really good on this, by the way. E-coat looks superb. Maybe we'll chalk that up to being a review unit, but what do you guys think so far? Actually, what is this? This is like the front piece, the polycarb front piece or something. Void 65s from Click. Oh yeah, we're gonna be trying that one there as well. We have a few different boards coming in. Oh, I guess this is oh god, these packaging is like everything's so packaged super well except for that one piece there. Oh, is this supposed to be for like the front or something? Or the back? I don't know. We'll figure this one here out. Too bad the PC version though. Oh, for the Void 65. What happened? Oh, because it doesn't have. I saw a lot of people saying it doesn't have the. So nice.
Hello, Alex. Hope you're having a good Sunday.
Dude, thank you, Abel. I appreciate it. It doesn't have threaded inserts. Interesting. So this just slides in this way. And this is how you install the board. So wait, how do they machine the inside? Interesting. Is this awkward to slide in though? See, this is what I don't think might work for me. Okay, so you slide it in like that. You do have to put some pressure, which I'm worried might damage the internals. However, I don't think you can install this with the switches already done for you. So if you're doing a solderable version, how do you get the switches in? Do you have to press down all the saw someone else talk about this, asking if it was possible to do solder. PC is really easy to crack even with subtle pressure. I don't disagree there. Well, interesting, I guess, to say the least. If people over tighten that, threads could save it. On which one, sorry? What is the tray made of? It is a polycarbonate tray. All right, so I guess let's do stabilizers for now. Very interesting. 60, thank you so much for the prime. So nice. Thank you. So I guess some criticism to them. I like the idea going on. It's different. I applaud them doing something different. I really do, because this is unique in a lot of different ways. I do think this could have been better implemented with a better way to kind of slide this in. Yeah, I mean, we're going to do stabs and stuff right now, and we'll see if there's enough clearance. Because I don't know personally. Let's get everything prepped. Yeah, I mean, like, so far, the price seems good for what it is. I like the USB-As. The SD card reader's cool, not necessary, but cool. The extras in the box, like the messenger bag, fun. I appreciate it. What else do you get? I mean, you get a solder and hot swap PCB built into one. Fun, interesting, never seen that. Flex cuts, whatever, but they do have a non-flex cut version, sure. So nice.
Hello.
Thank you, Mark. Appreciate the tier 1. Hello to you. How are you doing? Yeah, it has an SD card slot right over here. All right, so let's do our stabs. Is this a 1.2? I think this is 1.2, right? Yeah, this is 1.2. Okay, I hope the Duroc stabs fit well with this. They use the ruler to press down on the switches. Oh, is that what they're doing? Maybe that's why they put the ruler. I mean, that's a little bit of an unnecessary step, because you know what they could have done? Not for nothing, and I feel like this could have even made for an interesting way to do this too, is they could have just not included this piece on the top, right? And this could have been part of this, and you could have just screwed it in that way. And there would have been a seam there for sure, but I think that would have been cool. Like, I don't think that would have been like a bad thing to have. But interesting. Or it could have been on the bottom piece they took out, you know? Just have it on the bottom where they've just taken more out of that. Maybe that explains why there's such a high front height. Ruler for pressure, not for measure. Interesting, though. Do we have a lot of compatibility with this? We have... Oh, split as well. Split bottom. So if you guys want, you can do split spacebars too. But that seems to be about it. No step caps lock, no ISO, no split backspace, just a lot of spacebar options. I don't think you can do 7U actually. Can you do 7U? So no, you can do 6.25U or something else. Interesting. What worries me is how you slide out the entire thing. Would it be a lot harder to do that with the switches in? I also think it would be hard. But I mean, we're going to learn. We're going to find out. I'm going to do the switches outside of the build because that is how I recommend doing it. I would never recommend anyone to do this. Even if you had the foam in, I would not put this in here and then install switches. Absolutely not. I think that's the intended way for them wanting people to install this with hot swap is to build it all first, slide it in, and then assemble. But I think that's kind of counterintuitive. I think I need a 6.25U spacebar as well. Let's just start looping these guys though. I'm gonna use this sticker sheet. The board seems quite hard to build. My tiny brain can't handle that. Beldwink, first of all, your brain is... don't even say it ever again, bro. You are so smart, first of all. Second of all, I don't think the build's super difficult to assemble. I think they're trying something new, which is fun. It doesn't seem like it'd be... It seems more meticulous than difficult. Like, it seems involved. Which, I mean, I guess can be considered difficult, I suppose. But I guess as we go with this, we'll find out. If they do a good build guide, it'll be straightforward. I agree with that. If the build guide makes a lot of sense and they really show you the steps. Did the Gudrun Speed Silver switches in Mode Envoy have 1 or 2 stage springs? I think they had 2 stage, I believe, Fusion. If memory serves. Alright, let's just loop some of these guys up. I mean, interesting so far. Very, very interesting board. Again, I'm going to be... I'm being a little bit more in-depth about this because this is something new. If this was just your standard slap on some switches, gasket mount, then I don't think there'd be much to talk about here. But I think it's better that we go into detail, like heavily, about something like this, which is a new way to kind of slide in your tray and do all this stuff here, because I do think there's some quality of life stuff that could be implemented better here. And just some like general rules of thumb, like I would never recommend anyone to do a hot swap build without supporting the sockets. Never ever in a million years. That is a recipe for disaster. All this to be different and none of it makes sense. Yeah, I will admit the tray mount, this whole sliding tray thing, if it was something as seamless as like a click-in system, where you kind of just slide and it clicks in, you can slide it out with everything assembled, this would be super fucking cool. But it does seem like it's still a little bit involved to take out. I don't know. I guess we'll build this up and we'll really see. But I like the controller this has, and I love that on my HHKBs. Yeah, the hub controller, same thing. Oh, like the USB-As and stuff. Yeah, that I love when keyboards do USB-As, by the way. I think it's so fun. I like the concept, but not the execution. And I think that's kind of, right now, again, without having actually built this, just taking a look at it now, I think I'm on the same boat as you, Rob. The concept is really, really interesting. And this is what I said at the beginning of stream, where I was just like, I don't know how I feel. The execution does seem a little bit wishy-washy. And I think as we build this, we'll kind of find out more. But interesting. Very interesting, no? Again, though, I am never going to be one of those people that shuts down new ideas. Even if it's a bad new idea, I think new ideas are really fun. What's the point of having both solder and hot swap? You know, someone mentioned this before, that they like the idea of having both. Because that way there, if you want to try out new switches and you really like the board, then you can do that. For example, maybe you just want to leave the spacebar hot swap, you can do that. And solder everything else in. I kind of like the idea. But yeah, I think what Soren said, having north-facing switches and then south-facing for the other, might be a turn-off for some people, you know? Is it solo form or is it school form? What? There's forms for that, Fried? Man, I don't know. The Margot is KBD trying to save money. They use the same internals as the KBD67. Oh, what are we talking about? The Margot? The Margot is a beautiful keyboard with flawed internals. We really, I think all of us here looked at, I don't know. That's the case for most Chinese boards that have interesting ideas with aesthetics. They mess up the internals and details just like the Margot. Oh, okay, sorry. Got a little all over the place. Yeah, the Margot was definitely unique in that sense where I really feel like KBD fans drop the ball. And normally they don't. Normally KBD fans, I like their products a lot. Maybe I'm the minority here for saying that, but I actually enjoy KBD fans' products. The Freya was okay. I didn't mind the Freya. Margot was a colossal disappointment. I strongly urge KBD fans to go back to the Margot and just give us better internals. Like, it's possible. We proved it's possible. But they didn't give it to us, so. 1, 2, 3, we need one more. I enjoy the products from them as well. Yeah, for the most part, like their keycaps have been absolutely amazing. Their basic keyboards, amazing. Even some of their higher end boards, like most of them have been pretty good. I think the Margot truly might be the biggest miss KBD fans has ever had, which is fine. Everyone's allowed to miss once in a blue moon. The Margot just felt lazy, and I think we can all agree with that. I missed the Margot. The Margot was KBD fans having, I guess, extra stock of their KBD 67 Lite or whatever it was. The internals of that, and then they just basically said, okay, what if we make a fancy, really good looking keyboard and stick in crappy internals that we have extras of? And that's what they did. And make it sound poopy, yeah. How did I copy your emote? What happened? The board still makes me sad. Oh, the Margot. I know the Margot's so pretty looking. I have it out still because I was toying around with it last night, and I was really hoping I can get it to a spot where like I enjoy using it every day because I genuinely like the keyboard. What is that PCB? It's quite unique, huh? Tons of flex cuts. I know there's a non-flex cut version, which I appreciate them doing, but we have the flex cut version here today because we are looking at a, I guess, round 2 sample. The Pluto is a victim of timing? Dude, okay. The Pluto truly is a victim of timing. I still, to this day, am on Team Pluto versus Team Cycle 7. That's just me. I am not afraid to admit it, dude. I always preferred the Pluto over the Cycle 7 visually. And I think both keyboards sounded good. I personally didn't care too much about the quality of life features that the Cycle 7 had. I liked the Pluto better. But it's fine. The Pluto was also a bit more expensive. I mean, I thought it was more visually interesting though. So, I don't know. That one there was, I think that's the best way to put it. Victim of timing, truly. Berbert, thank you so much for the Prime, man. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you, dude. Let's get a 6.25U wire as well, although I don't know where I put my box of wires. So I'm gonna have to explore and find a wire here. One sec, everybody, if you guys don't mind. One moment. Pluto offering top mount and O-ring also sealed the deal for me on top of visuals over Cycle 7. I mean, that's why I never really fully, the Cycle series in me has always been a bit of a mixed bag, mixed relationship, like hate-love type thing, love-hate. I don't know. I've always been like that with the Cycle. I think everyone who knows me has known that I think the Cycle series has always been a little overhyped. Like, it's a good board, but definitely feels a smidge on the overhyped side. I've returned with lunch. What do you have? I didn't have anything to eat yet. I had a bowl of cereal when I woke up. And high-key, I'm really hungry right now. Why not make your own solution for the Margot if KBD fans does not do it? I mean, that's what I've been doing. I have literally been making my own. Pizza just got here. Oh, dude. Grilled cheese with sour cream and onion chips? Toby, why you gotta do that for me, bro? I was literally saying how I was craving a grilled cheese before. That's crazy. I'm not a fan of boards offering more than 2 mounting styles. Beyond 2, it starts to feel like you get the worst of each mounting style. I don't mind 2 mount. I think, Rob, I think me and you sort of share a very similar mind there. I don't mind 1 or 2. Hell, I can even do 3. I've had boards that sound awesome in like all 3. But definitely when you start to get more than that, well, the derivative, has a bunch, but I feel like they're just alternatives of one another. Like, it's still top mount. There's just different ways to do top mount. But yeah, I do feel like the jack of all trades, master of none is very true, and you get that a lot with the keyboards that do tons. That's why, to this day, and I can get hate for this, out of all the Neo series keyboards, the Ergo was their best one because they made a decision and they lived with it. And they made it the best version of its decision. And it wasn't one of those, hey guys, just for the sake of marketing, we have 9 different mounting styles that you can do. None of them sound good. Maybe 1 or 2 you might like, but the Ergo was like, hey, we made a decision. We made this the coolest board possible. It has all these quality of life things. Enjoy it. If you don't want it, don't buy it. That's why, out of all the Neo boards, it's the one that got the biggest, like, glowing review from me anyways. Because it felt intentional, and I feel like when you make a keyboard feel intentional, the product ends up being better. You know what I mean? I don't know. When is the Neo 60? Didn't they do a Neo 60? Or is it a QK 60? The board's insane for the price. Dude, the Ergo, legitimately, is, I guess, QWERTY keys or Owl Labs, whatever you want to call it. It's their best keyboard they've ever done. There's nothing better. They have no better keyboards than the Neo Ergo. And that's saying something because I don't even like Alice keyboards. They're not really my thing. But I truly think, like, anyone who buys one of those things will not be disappointed, dude. Oh yeah, that's right. They didn't make a Neo 60. Damn, I feel like I'm very analytical today. I apologize if that's boring to listen to. I love my Ergo a ton. I didn't think it would like the layout, but it's fantastic. Oh no, it's for the price point too, Pars. Like, it is just genuinely a good board for that price. Okay, I'm a little nervous now doing things with this PCB after the thing just fell off, the diode. Okay, so another small issue with this too. You're probably going to have to buy 1.2 mil. Okay, let me just discuss something about this. Because of all the stuff going on underneath the PCB, it's impossible to put any sort of stab shims. So I'm hoping the gaskets are fine for this. You're probably going to have to apply the stab shims on top, which is not what you're supposed to do. But just as a note, for anyone going this route or wanting this keyboard, maybe the keyboard's amazing. We haven't built it yet. I would probably just buy 1.2 mil PCB if you go with the flex cut. 1.2 mil stabs versus the standard here. Where's my screws? Here they are. I'm a dirty left shift user, so sadly I have to give it the Aero cluster. Still worth it? Oh yeah, I mean, I still think it's worth it. I think the whole keyboard's fantastic for the Ergo. Keyboard nerd apologizing to us for keyboard nerd for nerding out. Crazy. I am kind of nerding out a little bit today, huh? More so than usual. Okay, I think this is actually fine. It's fine with just this thing over here, the gasket. So we are A-okay. Perfect. That makes me happy. All right. We've gone from a just chatting stream to a keyboard stream. Now we're in uncharted territories. Yeah, how often do we do actual keyboard stuff here? It's crazy. Normally it's just chatting with a little bit of keyboard stuff in the background. Ew, this is stupid. Okay. Another note for them. This stab sits right over here on the gasket. I would maybe allow just customers to put these on themselves. Actually, these gaskets are upside down anyways. Oh no, are they? No, they're not. I would probably allow customers to put that on themselves. That is not something that I would feel comfortable leaving like that. I guess this maybe has a different target audience. Maybe someone who sort of wants something like half done for them with just a little bit of install. But it also offers solder, so it's a little bit confusing. have you already played Deadlock? Which one's that one there? Dude, I was playing RoboQuest last night, I'm not gonna lie. I was playing RoboQuest, looking up... I'm trying to buy, like... This sounds weird. I'm trying to buy some, like, functional furniture as well. So I haven't unboxed everything yet. But I have basically a bunch of client orders and just, like, boxes. So I was thinking about buying... I can only fit one or two. Like those skinny IKEA shelves that have... What can I say on them? They're like industrial shelves, but they're from IKEA. So I'm probably going to order that tonight. But that's pretty much what I did on that. I was just researching that, and then I did a little bit of... what's it called? A little bit of camera research, too, just because I was trying to figure out which flash system the Hasselblad uses. Because I would like to start using my flash again, but I don't want to use my Fuji. I want to use my Hasselblad. So I think it ends up being the Hasselblad uses the Nikon system. So I have to get a Nikon compatible flash trigger, looks like. Valve's MOBA third-person hero shooter. Does it have skills and abilities, Soren? Because I'm going to be real with you, dude. Okay, I'm not interested. Sorry, guys. Any competitive games nowadays where it's first-person shooter but has a shit ton of abilities that are all unbalanced, I'm over. I don't know how anyone cares for those games. Like, okay, I'm being very selfish in saying this, but I don't like them. I'm over those type of games. There's always a broken character that you kind of have to like give into the meta. It's not FPS. What is it then? Soren said shooter. Overwatch is the best game ever! Exclamation point! It's like CS2. It's like a third-person MOBA. Oh, it's a MOBA. MOBA shooter? That has shooting. Oh, okay, that doesn't sound too bad then. Sorry, I thought this was like some competitive shooter. I think Soren's description. I didn't see MOBA. Sorry, or I read it, I just didn't register. My bad, my bad. I don't mind MOBAs, but I still... Skill-based games, or sorry... ability-based games are always broken, and I think I'm sick of them. Do you recommend using the standoffs in the Bauer Light? I don't like using standoffs at all. Like in any board. I don't think there's been ever a board where I'm like, this sounds better with standoffs. In fact, most people on the mode boards get rid of them. So I have never even used them on the Bauer. Or maybe I have. And I ended up uninstalling them. But on my personal Bauer, I don't use them. I don't find a need to. Alright, stabilizers are looking good. Perfect. Okay, that makes me happy. Now, I don't think these particular switches from KBD fans are going to sit very nicely in the solderable version. Oh, maybe they will. Oh, maybe not. Do we solder this, or do we do hot swap? I'm using the X-ray switches. Let me just see. Does this sit nicely? And do we want to do north facing? This is not a PCB thing here. This is a switch thing. I think we just go with hot swap. I think we stick with the hot swap today, just because this feels like it's going to be a big pain in the ass to solder with these particular switches. Although, let me see. Do I have like a random, like cherry switch lying around? I do. I want to see how this... Oh, no, this is a 3-pin. Actually, let me see the Obscuras. How does this sit with... Oh, no. With the Obscuras, they're totally fine. So it does just seem like these KBD fans switches aren't sitting very nice here. These are X-ray switches, yeah.
Hey, at Alexotos just wanted to thank you for your advice on my Molly 60 the other day. Sanding the plate let me go from an all-foam build to a no-foam build. Happy Sunday.
The plate on the Molly, like any... Okay, what I've learned from a recent build was if you do have a point of contact between the plate and the case, it sounds like shit. And I think I never really realized that. Like, I just kind of thought it wouldn't cause, like, weird vibrations, but... Yeah, it's hot swap and solder on the same PCB, which is super interesting. Again, if there's one thing I'm going to take out of this entire board, this is such a fun idea. And I didn't even... Like, again, I'm not a PCB designer. I didn't even know this was possible. But I think this is a super neat idea. Does it work well in the long run? I am not sure, because I've only had this for an hour. But Azim, how you doing, man? Hello, hello. I'd say like I'm doing pretty well. Pretty decent, I'd say. Having a good Sunday, just chilling with all you guys here. So my only concern with plateless hot swap, and this goes with any plateless hot swap, any brand ever doing this, is when you go to take off the keycaps, sometimes the switches come with it. It's an inconvenience at most. It is sort of annoying, but it's a feature, I suppose. Now again, I'm going to install this outside of the case here, okay? Mainly because, well, two reasons. This is good practice. Anytime you ever have hot swap sockets, support your sockets. This is hands down, like, guys, this is something you should always do. It's fine if you want to do one or two switches here and there, like, I get it, we all do that. Still, in good practice, you should do it like this. And I want to see how this slides in with switches. So, we'll be hosting the next Montreal Mechanical Meetup, so hyped. When is it? Wait, I actually would love to come to a Montreal meetup. Azim, let me know when that happens. Maybe I can make it out. Because it's not that far. Yeah, we're doing plateless hot swap today, indeed. Typically this doesn't work, but actually these are seating pretty decently on this. The sockets, actually what sockets are these? Are these Kale? They're Jwick ones. Oh, they're using good ones. Hold on. Well, okay, the Jwick ones and the Kale ones are fine. But see this, guys? See how there's no stupid metal covering? See it? Look, no metal covering on the top. Beautiful. Absolutely fantastic. Kale, take notes. Take notes, Kale. Oh, that's pretty close, actually, Azim. Actually, you know what? Let me know still. If you can DM me details, who knows? Maybe I can spend a day. I think Mode uses Kale. Most brands use Kale. I don't know. It's fine. I like to tease Kale about those things. It's genuinely annoying, but why are you doing plateless hot swap? Because this is only a plateless keyboard. There's no plate with this. And gonna be honest, I don't have anything like a plate to help me align the solder build today, so I'm just gonna stick to the hot swap unit. The ribbon cable on this board were incredibly frustrating, but the LED ring is hot. Oh, did you build this already, Leafer? I know this has been around for a little while now. Like, I feel like a lot of people have already built this up. I have. What was your experience with it? I think it's good to get lots of people's experience. Do you have a YouTube video as well, Leafer, that you would want to plug? Oh, that is the wrong switch I have on this. Hold on, guys. Wrong switch. Plateless only. Plateless is nice. I like plateless. Could use that tool you built the other day. I could. It ended up working pretty well, by the way. I tried using the plate fork, like you guys said. It actually was really difficult with the plate fork because the plate forks are not built to like hold a switch like that. They're actually all a little skinnier, so they still wobbled around. But I do think someone should make a tool. This is the R2 version, Big Mike. I do not. A real build guide would have been useful, but I enjoyed the overall keyboard. Yeah, so I think right now I have a we can talk about gripes. Right now, my biggest gripe is, yes, I do wish there was like a full in-depth build guide for sure. I think all keyboard companies should do that, regardless of how simple the keyboard is. Number two, one of our PCBs, a diode already fell off. I think packaging of the PCB should be separate and not put against this. I think the tray, just judging by the way it's slid in already, seems a little bit on the difficult side to slide in. As well as, I think the intention is you're supposed to, I mean, if you solder, you can't, but you're supposed to probably insert the hot swap sockets after you slide it in. Probably that's the intention. I don't agree with that. So we're going to do it this way here. The front height is a smidge high. It's 24. Not the highest keyboard I've ever seen, but it is a little bit aggressive, and you probably will feel more comfortable with a wrist rest. I don't know about you guys. I'm not the biggest wrist rest fan in the world, personally. So for me, it's not like something I'm looking forward to using with this. We'll see how it feels typing with, though. Getting the tray in and out was kind of wonky, but it was fine. Yeah, that's what I'm worried for, you know? On some positive notes, though. Really cool I/O here on the back. I like the card reader's fun. It's probably not going to be the fastest. I think it was rated for 480 megabits a second or something. Not the fastest in the world. Got some USB slots though. That's kind of handy to have. Very interesting. Again, one of the most interesting takeaways from this entire keyboard is this PCB. It truly, I think this is one of the easiest takeaways, one of the most interesting takeaways from this whole entire keyboard. Having a combo unit of hot swap and PCBs, so yeah. How are you supposed to slide? Well, that's what we're going to find out, Alex. I think right now, you're going to have to push down these and then slide it in slowly, but we'll figure it out. These are the roller linear switches, yeah. I used these in the float and loved them. So I'm hoping I like them in this too. This has a card reader, yeah, look. Well, kind of showing you nothing, not much, but has a card reader right over here. Is there more clearance than just the tray height? It's a smidge higher, it looks like. We'll kind of go into detail once I put it all together, but I'm a little weary, if I'm being honest. Who manufactures these switches? Well, I know they're from KBD fans. I don't know who's the actual, like, menu that they have, but whoever KBD fans has been using is the manufacturer. I don't have that level of detail, unfortunately. Those are full-size USB ports in that thing? Yeah, 2 USB-A's. And then you get your USB-C just for the actual keyboard itself. Although, are USB-A's slowly dying out? That's a good question too. Most of the stuff I get nowadays is USB-C to USB-C. Like most products I buy, just USB-C to USB-C. God, I love these switches. They're so fun. USB-A is 100% dying out for everything, but PC mice and stuff. Yeah, I mean, you still get products with USB-A. There's still tons. But I am finding more and more of the products that I buy. Like, for example, most of my cameras that I've purchased recently, every cable I've received has been USB-C to USB-C. Every last one of them. So I don't really have, like, a whole lot of, like, good feedback about, hey, I use a lot of USB-A's, because I don't. USB-C, everything would make my life easier. I agree with that. Would make my life easier too. I don't hate it for having this though. This is just, you know, it's extra and I like it, and I still have a lot of USB-A products, but does iPhone have USB-C now in USA? I don't think it does it? I don't think so, actually, Frank. It does? The 15 Pro and Pro Max do? Oh, I don't know that. I ain't got that new of a phone, dude. JN, dude. So nice.
Thanks for creating such a great community.
Oh, thanks, man. I really appreciate that, dude. That is very kind of you to say. You guys make the community great, though, not me. I do my best, but I don't know what this is for still. Okay, let's put this in. I'm not going to use the silicone it came with just because I don't want silicone. I don't know. I heard the sound tests with it, and I thought it sounded... I could have used this, actually, to hold in the switches. I didn't really want to use the silicone. If you guys want to hear the silicone, I swear everybody on YouTube has done silicone. So you guys can check out the silicone there. I don't think I saw one video where they explored no silicone builds. Oh, I guess I should plug in the cable first, huh? I do think 1.2mm PCB with flex cuts feels incredibly delicate. So nice.
Hey Alex, just dropping by to TTS and wish you and chat a great week ahead.
Thank you! I really appreciate that, man. That is very kind. I hope that the week is phenomenal for literally everybody. I hope it's a good week. We all know you're more of a latex guy. What the fuck, dude? Community is good, but you were a proud father of it? Thank you, man. Also, this cable is super interesting. It feels really high quality. Look at this. Nice. Alright. Guess let's get this plugged in. What's the easiest way to do this now? How does this plug in? Is a better question. Love the white aesthetic? Yeah, interesting. I mean, I guess they did that because the polycarbonate bottom here, but well, this is a little awkward to plug in. Oh, does it go this way? Oh, it does go this way. Okay, my bad. Wrong way. There we go. Has two extra little teeth on it. Now, what is the expectation here? Damn, this cable does not... The phone might be flipped. I might have to change it. Yeah, the phone probably goes this way. Yeah, no, it actually doesn't. Oh yeah, it does go this way. I don't see glitter. That's on me, dude. I guess we should do it like this. Oh my lord. Okay. Let's plug it in, see if it turns on. It does. You can see some of the glow here on the bottom. Although my cable's a little bit weird with this right now. Is the foam in the right direction? Yes, I believe the foam was. The big spot should be in the spacebar. No, I think the... Here, let's take another look. I think the foam is in the right... Oh no, you know... Did I have it right to begin with? I did have it right to begin with. The foam goes like this, so it doesn't block the LEDs. Oh, that's what those teeth are there for. Okay. That would make way more sense. Okay, I do see a smidge of a problem though, which is a little frustrating. Do you guys see this? Smidge of a problem. The washer is too close to this tray. So we can push it in though, but it doesn't make for a really like good build experience there. Jesus, this has, even with the foam, like this just like, do you guys see this? I mean, interesting. Let's make sure it turns on still. It's just a washer, it's fine. Yeah, but you still want to make sure it's like a good build experience overall. All right, LEDs are all working. Everything looking good. Perfect, perfect. The foam looks like it's pushed up far enough. Yeah, it does. Okay. All right. Shake test. What do you mean shake test? What are we shaking? I don't want to shake it actually. I'm too nervous. All right, so this is done. So now comes the real test, which is installing this. So the idea is to make this just a tray that you slide in, right? Okay, so this does not clear it. You would have to push down. Yeah, it does not clear it. So it does not work that way. So it looks like you would have to push down all the stems here and then slowly slide it in, which I do not agree with. I think that's a little ridiculous and feels really bad doing so. So I think the idea is, this is finicky. I would open up the tolerances a little bit more. I don't know why they haven't. Is it the worst thing in the world? No, but I do think this is not ideal. That's really stupid, IMO. Yeah, again, I think they maybe thought this was supposed to be a, hey, just install the switches while everything's pushed in. But I think this is too finicky. Not the worst thing in the world, but yeah, I don't necessarily agree with this. What if you do solder? That's what I was thinking too, right? We talked about that earlier. Like, what happens if you solder this down? Then what do you do? Taking this out seems like it's a pain in the ass too. So that's something else you're gonna have to really be cautious for. Interesting. This is why I only use Dell membrane keyboards, less hassle. Big true. All right, let's see how the alignment fits for all this stuff too, because I was concerned about this a smidge. I don't know, this aligns pretty nicely. So wait, what is this? Am I missing a part to this? You left the middle piece? Yeah, I was gonna say, I think I missed a part. Hold on, we have to take it out. But you know what? Good that we have to do that, because this goes on the top that pushes down on the top there. So let's take out now. Let's see how it is taking it out. I wanted to do that anyways. So let's take this part out now, which is not really coming out too well. Even this is not like the easiest. Just pull it out really fast. This is quite the build experience. Yeah, again, I think it's an interesting concept. Execution, not 100% there. So I guess what's the expectation for sliding this out? This is incredibly weird to slide out. This is how you damage things. Just a firm grip and yoink. Does the R2 not have the RGB ring? It has RGB in the front only. The R2 is a smidge different. I do not like the way this is. No, they need some sort of better way to slide. Because like these are already, this is hot swap and I really think this is too tricky. No. There's no good way that I can see to pull this out. And again, it's an interesting concept. I just think it's very flawed in execution. Take out all the switches first. I'd rather not. I want to see if you had to do a solder build. How do you remove this? If you had a solder build. That is my whole thing here, okay? I want to see how this works. Because this is not pulling out very nicely here at all. Can I somehow get into this and push? Not really. So this part goes here, from what I understand. Very, very interesting. The under part of the E-coating, it actually has little like Teflon sliders that should help protect that, but yeah, still not the absolute best. Where are the screws for that now? Is that in this fitting box? I didn't see screws for this piece. Screws. I had missing screws? Yeah, I think we're missing screws on this. In which case, we might have to deduct some points here. Okay, this bag has screws, but the other bag, to my knowledge, I didn't see any screws in that other bag. Did you guys see me pull out this bag of screws on the first round? So the other box does, but this one here did not. I don't think it did. I don't remember pulling out those particular bag of screws. And what bit do I need? No, I appreciate it, Leafer. This is no bueno. Seems like a good way to break something. Yeah, so, okay, I have a few points of criticism for this. I don't think it's an overall, like, terrible product. Because, again, I like when people are creative with things. I think this is fun for that. There's also no threaded inserts on this, which is a big problem. I appreciate the want to do something a smidge different. I think it's really neat. However, I do think this has its fair share of issues that I'd like to see worked out. Again, if you end up liking this and wanting it, I don't think you'll be dissatisfied. But I would say that from a build standpoint and like a good practice standpoint, there are a lot of things here in which I would change. The tray mechanism is something I've always thought is interesting, and I've always brainstormed on how this particular slide-in mechanism would be possible. I think the idea of it's really cool. I do not think it was done the best here. You know what I mean? Obviously, putting it in is its own struggle, but then when you go to take it out, you know, yeah, you can take out the switches on the hot swap unit, but if you solder this in, this seems like the biggest pain in the butt ever. Okay, let's see how this sounds now. I don't think it looks cheap. Sorry. I mean, it is what it is. I think it's fun when keyboards have like USB hubs. I've always loved that. But I think if they were to put a little bit more thought into the into that, I think that would help. The LEDs. Actually, he sent me a message about the LEDs. I guess they're watching it right now. They did say that there's going to be glue on the LED lamps. Here's where I think it maybe should have changed. So here's what I think could have been the better way to do this. You could have left everything the same. What I would have done was just change the entire back piece here to kind of separate, And you can still have it slide in and not have to worry about the switches touching the tops. I would have, again, just take the top out, take the bottom out, and kind of made it a larger piece instead of just this, elongated, rounded off rectangle, whatever shape this is considered. That would have made more sense, because having to press down the switches and push it in, A, I feel like you're going to damage the tops here. B, that means you have to take off all the keycaps every single time you want to go into this thing, which I think it's a little bit, it's not the best build decision, I'd say. And then C, again, I think one of the best things you can do as like a brand is think of the laziest thing possible, right? Here's my ideology when it comes to a lot of things. The Moitech team was super receptive feedback and helpful. I had missing screws and all that, so big points for that. Yeah, I mean, I always like when a team's receptive too. So I'm going to talk to them about this all too. When I look at a product and I think, okay, is this going to work for everyone? I then remember all the problems people have come to me with, or have just put tickets in, or just for like anything that I've ever seen in the keyboard world. And this sounds mean, but you have to kind of accommodate for like the person who's going to screw this up the hardest. And I can already tell you there's going to be someone here who is just like, they're not paying attention. They're going to yoink out things. Things are going to go broken on the PCB. You have to kind of accommodate for that level of person who is not going to give a shit about doing things properly. Yes, it's their own fault, but I think a good product accommodates for that. Not every product has to, but I think a good product for the general public. Why are you calling me out? I'm sorry, idiom. Overall, the board looks really cool. Like, I love the way this turned out. This little window into what you're doing. I think this looks dope. I think this looks really cool. I like the fact that it has this kind of almost like a port. It almost looks like a spaceport of some sort. I really like that. The shape of the board's interesting. It reminds me again, the boop, the capsule a little bit. It's neat. The back of the board with these grills kind of looks fun too. I like the gold hardware. I think the USB-C is centered, but they had to obviously offset the SD card reader. I think this looks cool too. The bottom of the board looks fun. It's no frills, no thrills here. Incorrectly applying the tape on the bottom can make installation difficult. Well, I don't think it was the tape causing the problems. The pushing it in part's not the tough part. The transparent lines remind me of the V65. Yeah, it does have some interesting points to this, which I give it credit for. The price is good too. I would just like to maybe see in future iterations, or, again, I think there might be better ways to make the tray. Maybe keeping everything else the same and maybe just do the tray different. But they have some impressive spots and impressive things here. Even the solder/hot swap mix of a PCB with both sockets is really fun too. Yeah, do I have an SD card on my desk? I don't. But yeah, it does have an SD card slot here, which is fun. All right, let's find some keycaps and dress this bad boy up. Overall, it's an interesting project. Out of all the projects we've seen recently, truly something interesting. I like the fact that they dared to do something different. It doesn't necessarily match what I would want to be completely different, but it's a cool product. Very bouncy, Jesus. All right, let's go find ourselves a keycap set. Now, I don't know what I want to use. X-ray, please? Do you guys want to use X-ray today? I could just use X-ray. All right, we'll just use X-ray. Seems like everyone wants X-ray. Where is X-ray? There we go. Little X-ray today. Rare time I would choose X-ray, to be honest. Did someone call my name? What the heck? Why no optical drive though? Bro, you find me an optical drive in 2024 that's available and not over expensive, and we'll talk. Optical drives? crazy though. Do a GMK spacebar in comparison? Yeah, we'll definitely do one in comparison. PBT fans, keycaps. I understand they're like an ABS blend of some sort. They definitely have a bit more of a glassy sound, slightly glassier than some of the GMK alternatives. Do you have a stream schedule? I do. It's in my Discord. It's too hard to do it on Twitch because it changes every week. Like, my stream schedule is never the same thing every single week. It's sort of the same thing, but Twitch is so involved to change your scheduling. At work, someone needed a DVD reader for small data. My boss was like, I feel young again today. Hey, I appreciate that. Ain't nothing wrong with a DVD reader. The tape on the bottom of the tray can make assembly gap too small, making installation difficult. Then they should have little lines or some sort of guide on the bottom of the tray to show where the tape goes. Again, making a keyboard available... Oh, this has like a large gap on the left side. Making a keyboard like understandable and making guidelines, like things like that, just like little quality of life things. Oh, that is why this is the wrong keycap here. It just, you need to do things like that. Like, that is important when it comes to our product. For example, on the bottom of a keyboard, when usually you install feet, you usually have little cutouts to where the feet go. Like, it's just a little piece of like 1 millimeter, 2 millimeter, whatever it is, 0.5, whatever it is. I've just like shaved off CNC'd areas and where they go. The same thing should happen with the tape, you know? On top of that, the polycarbonate didn't even have threaded inserts. Like, there's a few things I feel like could have been better here. Price point wise, it still makes sense. Like, I really appreciate the price point. But again, I do think this could have been implemented slightly better. I hope that makes sense. By no means am I saying this is a terrible product. In fact, I actually really appreciate what this is. But I do think there are aspects that I would have felt better had they changed. Shift. I have a schedule, it's just always changes. Oh, I mean, technically, yeah, it's a schedule. If I post it every week ahead of time, it's a schedule. I bought an Asus 10 gigabit, 10G fiber PCI Express card last week, came with CD for drivers. Bro, who's using CDs? Who is using CDs, dude? In this day and age? Crazy. Dude, this looks phenomenal with X-ray on it, by the way. This looks super cool. CDs nuts? Oh my gosh. Okay there, guys. Goodness me, now I have to figure out which one's which for. Where's delete? We'll use this guy. Is Matthew in chat? I think they did pre-orders for X-Ray, right? Matthew would be the better person to ask rather than me. I actually have no idea, dude. I literally have zero clue. This is definitely a Matthew answer that he can probably give you. There is a gap, right? I am not seeing that. It's not aligned 100%, and I can't shift this anymore. Because this looks correct, but there is a gap on this side. And you can even see right over here on the blocker. So it does look like the whole assembly needs to shift this way. Which I can't do. There's no room for me to slide this around.
Looking good.
Where is... Actually, it's probably better that we use white keycaps for this because you can really tell. The QAZ looks shifted right. Well, that just probably because it's not pushed in all the way. That has nothing to do with anything. It's a plateless hot swap, so you're going to have to really push in everything afterwards. Thank you, by the way, Gio. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Where's my page up? Why can't I find that? I can't see shit. Let's see, actually. Let's do a test. Yeah, it sort of came out when I took out the keycap. So you'll have to be a bit careful when you're doing these things. It's okay. I'm using the wrong keycaps, the wrong profile for this particular key, but it's fine. All right, and we'll go get a GMK spacebar just to compare as well. Let's go here. Top row 5th. Oh no, that's the wrong profile page up. It's okay, don't worry about this. You know the alphas don't sound bad. Even the spacebar, spacebar I don't love. Maybe we have to use a GMK spacebar for this. This needs to be addressed. I feel like even if you shift over this, then this would have really large gaps on the left and right side. Because I feel like this is proper. This looks like it's the right gapping over here. But then this looks like it just needs to be, I don't know, man. I feel like this is just incorrectly machined or something. I don't know I don't know if it's machining or just the alignment's a little off. I mean, the actual sound profile is not bad. Let's see it plugged in and see how bright this RGB can get. The RGB's fun. I don't mind it. It's not overly bright. I like the RGB there. It's fun. I like that. The gaskets on the PCB installed a little off, my guess, but that's not. I don't think it's the gaskets on the PCB. Like, you mean the ones that were already applied there, Rob? I don't know. I like the RGB though. That's actually a really neat idea. That kind of actually ties the keyboard together. Yeah, the RGB implementation is really nice on this. I don't know if you can. Let me see if Vial already has this loaded. Because we have to go to Vial Rocks. I don't know if it does Glitter V2. Let's see. Lighting. Oh no. We can make this brighter. So this is the... Oh, hold on. Oh shit, that's bright. Ooh! Yeah, it's pretty nice. I really enjoy the RGB implementation on this. So they have a, again, I'm so conflicted with this because right now there's just a lot of things about the board that I don't think are 100%. Like I really think there's some questionable decisions. There's some stuff that it's hard to really recommend parts of the board, but they have a lot of fun things about the board too. I really like this implementation of RGB. And if that means I have to sacrifice a little bit of front height, then I'm fine with that. What's the tabletop, please? It's from Ergonoffice. Actually, I consulted with Mr. Mod Musings before buying this because I saw that he had used one. So I ended up getting one from Ergonoffice. So yeah, I do like the keyboard. Overall, it's a fun project. Obviously, there are glaring problems with this. Like, I don't really understand how this is supposed to align better without creating like larger gaps on the left and right side. I still feel like maybe the keyboard should come in a little bit this way. I don't think that would be the right decision to kind of just center this and then leave the top gaps smaller than the side gaps. Hubert, thank you so much for the 20 months. It is centered, but there are large gaps on the left and right side. So maybe we did something while we pushed this in incorrectly, which I highly doubt. Or maybe it got shifted a little bit. Let's see. I mean, it's really hard to shift this now that we have it screwed in. Well, actually, that makes no sense, because then this wouldn't be aligned. So I don't think it's us that's causing the gap here. This is all aligned perfectly. All this stuff's aligned. Right? So I don't think it's an us problem. And all this is dead straight too. Yeah, because there's no better way we can align this. This is perfectly aligned. Like, look at that. Right? So I'm not really sure what's causing that. Let me see. That's a big forehead. I actually like keyboards with big foreheads. I mean, there's a lot to take away with this. The daughter board is separate from the PCB. But we put it in what I thought was really well. Like, we didn't... There's no other way we can really shift this around. Maybe we can keep going here. Let's see. I don't know a good way to take this out. This doesn't come out well either. This is also another thing too, right? Gotta remove keycaps? I ain't doing that. That is... There needs to be a better way to unclip this. Because now that if you have to take the keycaps off and then, you know, like that's just... I don't think we can align this better. I'm going to be real, guys. I don't think this is going to move. I felt that. Like, it's just... Again, the quality of life stuff here is lacking. And I feel like they need to go in and be like, all right, how can we make this easier to fix problems like this and stuff like that? The math ain't mathing. This should also be something that can be disassembled without the need to remove things. Truly. It's okay. Hold up, I just got back. What happened to... Oh, VA? No, nothing. It's just they're all hot swap, right? All right, well, we'll leave it like this for now. Let's do a typing test. I think the biggest criticism I can give this is I really wish they would go in and then just really revamp some of the quality of life stuff here. Really, really needs to be... Quality of life needs to be like completely revamped on here. Oh, did the RGB just reset? It did. Too many keys in the C to accept stuff like this? I don't disagree. Okay, let's bring this back up to full. They definitely need to take this back to the drawing board. I think they're onto something, but it's just executed so poorly. Rob, agreed. I think there is a lot of fun takeaways that you can be like, all right, this works. This is awesome. I love the design of this. Me being really critical right now, I think the tray aspect of this keyboard adds absolutely nothing to this keyboard. This whole tray design truly adds absolutely nothing. I think it was maybe intentionally supposed to be like, all right, guys, like we can have this tray that you just take out and you know you can edit your things and push it back in. I don't think it truly adds a single bit of convenience to this keyboard. In fact, I would actually argue in its current state, it does the opposite, where I feel like even if, okay, for example, we didn't get alignment right for whatever reason, it looked like everything was in the right spot, which, you know, could happen to anyone. And I think this is the great thing about live streams, right? Now I have to disassemble this entire keyboard, take it out, realign things, hope it realigns properly, push it back in, screw it all, put keycaps back on. So does that really add convenience? And this is where I think, like I said, the slide-in aspect doesn't really work here. And it's something I've always thought of, but it doesn't truly work the best here. Again, a lot of fun things. A lot of things I feel like they did really, really fun solutions to, like the hot swap / PCB, solderable PCB, the RGB implementation. The shape of the board's fun. I like the shape of the board. The monoblock capsule designs what led them to that solution. Yeah, but I feel like there's still better ways. Like, you could have still just done what the capsule does and stuff and just made, like, you know, just ports in the bottom that you can just unscrew. No one's looking there anyways. You know, tons of interesting things about the board. Execution, just not quite there. It doesn't serve its purpose. I just see it as being something different. Yeah. Where I think the fun stuff is the actual, like, whoa, I like this concept. Again, that PCB. The lighting's really fun here. I really like the way that they kind of made this almost like this port inwards, so the lighting can just have this beautiful accent, even at eye level from my direction over here. I think that's cool. The sliding aspect, you know, if it worked, it would be novel. Because it doesn't work, I think it adds more of a distraction more than anything else. Really, I do. It's more distracting and it's more anti-consumer, I would say, in a lot of ways, than I would say works in the long run. I'm going to say this too. This keyboard seemed to have gotten a lot of praise on a lot of other people's channels. And I don't know if maybe I'm just having a, like, not the craziest experience. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just not, like, enjoying this sliding tray aspect as much. But I don't know what it is. This slide needs to be adjusted for sure. Well, even if they did some sort of, like, track system in which this fits and then locks into place, like magnets on the end or something like that. Was the blocker gap on people's... I didn't really look that closely, Spooky, I'm going to be honest, because I didn't think to look that closely. I might go back and see if the blocker didn't really... Like, even the left and right, because again, even if we get the alignment correct on this, there's still going to be larger gaps on the left and right than the top and the bottom. And there will be a large gap around the blocker as well. So I'll have to go back and check other people's units as well here. But to your point, especially if you did solder in the switches... Yeah, and that's kind of where my concern lies. My other concern, and, like, I feel like there's a lot to take away from this. If the intention is to remove switches when you take out the sliding tray, if you put switches, like if I were to take out this switch right now, take out the 8, 9, and 0 and whatever, all these switches here, putting in switches into a hot swap unit with no support for the socket itself is always a bad idea. And as a vendor, and as a designer, and as someone who, you know, will have to deal with the consequences of that, let me tell you, working with vendors, working with designers, working with bigger brands, every last person has always told me one of the biggest things people fuck up is the hot swap sockets. Everything is always coming down to, yeah, people destroyed their hot swap sockets because they didn't support them properly. So I feel like this is just sort of asking for that to happen as well. Again, it's a fun keyboard. We haven't even done a typing test on it yet. Let's see what it sounds like, shall we? Let's turn off the music. It's fun. There's a lot of cool things about it. But, God, the flex on this is crazy. Do you guys see that? Holy crap. You know, it's actually not uncomfortable. This sounds way better than some of the builds I've seen with the silicone being put inside of it, because this is supposed to go inside too. But I didn't want to install that today. No, the spacebar is a little dry, and I think it's just the mounting point under the spacebar with those extremely thin gaskets. Because the gaskets aren't very plush here. The rest of the mods sound great. But you can hear, so this is what I always mean by, usually with most boards, unless it has a really thick plush gasket, you can hear the mounting point. Does that make sense? Do you guys understand like what I mean by that? You can hear this keycap, because it's your thumb, you're putting a little bit more pressure. You can hear it hitting the side of the gasket. The gasket's kind of bottoming out on its own thing, and you can hear the resonance through the case. It's not a bad sound, but we can try a different switch. It's just, usually a sound that I'm not the biggest fan of. Oh boy. So we can try a different switch here. Oh god, let's actually take this out first. Let's try an Obscura, and then I'm also going to grab a GMK spacebar just to see what that sounds like too. We need, we just eat the spacebar? What the? Why are we eating it? You can still hear the mounting point. You can hear this sharp thud. It's a very sharp, like, bottom out. It's better with this. But you can still hear it. You can hear it hitting the polycarbonate piece that it's sitting on. Really, I actually really enjoy these alphas right now. These alphas sound phenomenal. I really do like the alphas. I have no issues with these alphas at all. I have no curry switches left. I've given them away on every single keyboard build that I have none left at all. I mean, yeah, it seems like so far sound profile-wise, like, these all sound great. The bottom row, believe it or not, here, because there's no mounting point here on the corners, but where there is a mounting point, you can see there's no flex. See how there's none here? But when you touch here, it moves. Here, nothing. Here, because there's a mounting point, nothing. Here, there's a little bit of a mounting point here, but it goes right on the mounting point right over here. You can hear the mounting points. Even here, right? You can hear the mounting points on the top. So you gotta... Yeah, that's something that I feel like maybe the mounting points should have just been... Could even had a really long mounting point here for all I care, but here and here, that's where they should have been, or they should have extended out and protruded out a little bit more. That way there was more room and more give for this. Interesting board. Very, very interesting. Yeah. Overall, it's not bad. Once you get it assembled, it's not absolutely, you know, awful. But there are a lot of things that would change. And why isn't the LED saving? So it does look like this is not saving too, which might be a vial problem or a PCB problem or some sort of memory problem on the PCB, just not remembering things. I wonder if we change the layout, will that change if I unplug it too? I want to hear your bottom out. What the? The price point starts at $159 on this board. Well, technically it can start at $149 if you want a B stock unit. Hopefully they take your feedback seriously. I mean, ideally I would love that to happen. I hope they're not one of the brands that writes off my feedback as something like elitist or too critical or something like that. I mean, they seem like a really cool brand. I like the way they've kind of handled themselves so far. But we'll see. We shall see. I'm not too positive. Can I send you a link for the Montreal meetup? Yeah, for sure. You can put it in chat, dude. 100% put it in chat. Capsule 2.0? Yeah, again, I love the LDD implementation here. But there's, like I said, there's a whole bunch. I'm not going to go over every single point again because I feel like there's a whole mishmash of points, and I feel like if you guys end up watching this stream back, or if someone really wants this board and stumbles upon this stream or YouTube video in the future, just watch all my feedback throughout the video. I feel like it's a long conversation to have. And I feel like we've done this already a few times now during the stream where we've recapped on everything, so... September 14th. Am I doing anything on September 14th? I might be free that day. It's a Saturday. And Saturdays are my only days off. Dude, this could be fun to go to. This is really the epitome of form over function. If it didn't have the sliding tray mount, This could be really fun, and I would love this board. Glitter, interesting name. I think it's just because the RGB. It's fun. It's fun. It's not very functional. Definitely form over function. I want to see them do this board better, though. I want to see like iterations of this change or just small little quality of life things done, because I do think this is going to be fun in the future. I think they really want it to be unique. It could definitely work. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can be unique and still have it function properly, right? I don't know. I feel like I've been very, 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 very critical on this board. Hopefully in a nice, calm, appropriate manner. But I do think there's a lot of stuff that could be taken away from this, like ideas, and then be implemented into a better version. You know? This is a round 2. I have never tried the round 1. I don't know if the round 1 was better. Maybe this was just like a round 2 where they just did extra stuff and it wasn't as good as the round 1. So I don't know. I've never done the R1. So the R1 could have been, maybe the R1 was flawless in that sense, and then they just did too much with the R2, you know what I mean? I've never seen the R1 though. If this was sold as a pre-built, would this still be worth the price? If this was sold already assembled, yeah, I think if this didn't have a way you can open it, which it should, if this was sold as is with switches already installed and you know all that stuff, $150 for something like this could be sweet. As of a build-it-your-own type DIY project, it falls short. Do you have your license yet? If you go to the Montreal meet, you can drive there. I don't know if I'd want it, even if I had my license in ST. I don't know if I'm comfy driving 5 hours. Because it's about 5 hours, 5-6 hours. If anything, I'd take a train there or something. Easy 5-hour drive? God, dude, that seems like excessive for me. Unless you really like the design. I mean, yeah, this could be like if you love the design and don't mind the sound profile. With the silicone, I think it'll sound more even, more muted though. You could really like this board, but I drive you there, Alex. Keith, that's so nice, dude. It's better to take the train in public transport. Yeah, that's what I'd probably want to do anyways. I like public transportation here in Canada. It's usually pretty good. Plateless hot swap's fine, except this is going to happen sometimes where, let's see if I can get it to show you guys here. Watch. This is going to happen sometimes. You go to take out something and here, from the side view, this is what happens on flexi keyboards. This shit. See this? This is potentially damaging things. So you're going to have to hold this down, pull it off. Hopefully the keycap doesn't come with it. It's just a pain in the ass to do this kind of stuff. I don't know if we'll get one for both to come out, but sometimes the keycaps will come out with it. But anyways, that's pretty much the stream. If you guys were interested in this, the link's in the description, or I guess in the build command. I want to see them do better on all the things that we brought up. If this still tickles your fancy and you're like, Alex, you're over dramatizing everything, or you know, maybe you guys are just like, I think differently, then do it. If not, I don't know. It's hard to recommend this at its current state just because I feel like as a builder, this is not quite there. It's not quite there. It's almost there. I know we've built boards that are like 95% of the way there. I think this is about 75. I think there's still some good legroom they can do to make this even better. I hope this was helpful in the long run too. This week, oh man, we're doing some crazy stuff this week. What are we doing this week? Jesus. Oh, Monday I'm not going to be streaming anymore, guys. Not just this Monday. The board got moved. I don't have anything I feel like rescheduling because it's just going to make it so complex to reschedule. So I just didn't bother. We're still doing 4 streams this week. We're doing a mode 65. We're doing well, actually, I don't know if the Hubble's going to be there. If the Hubble's not here, I have a personal board I want to build. We're doing a board for Dane. We're doing the paper TKL. With the paper TKL, guys, I am so goddamn hyped for that keyboard. I don't know how it's going to sound, but I looked at the shell of that keyboard and it looks phenomenal. The paper is so beautiful. The Paper 80 Gyat. Yeah, it's nice. Next week, we have a whole bunch of stuff. We're doing the Void 65 next week. Possibly the Dune 65 if it arrives in time. Maybe we'll do the Dune 65 this week if it arrives in time. I don't know. Maybe they'll fast track it. We're doing a QK65 V2, which I've never built. We're doing the Albedo, which is... I'm pronouncing this wrong. It's from an anime. It's from... oh my god. What's the anime called again? With oh my god. It's like where they're like a demon. Overlord, yeah. It's an Overlord themed one. That's going to be fun. I loved Overlord. It was really fun. I haven't watched it in forever though. And then we're doing a potentially CP01, which looked really cool, but I don't know if that's arriving in time either. So, all right, guys. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Let's go find someone to raid. I'm going to go write out a whole bunch of notes for this keyboard and send it off to them. Let's go raid. Manic looks like he's done. Jay is just starting as per usual. Let's go raid Mr. J. I hope you guys had fun today, by the way. I feel like today was like a very good critical type of stream. Tomorrow's probably going to be, or not tomorrow, Tuesday's probably going to be a little bit more silly. But I hope you guys still had fun, man. Truly. Thanks to the stream. I had fun for all 5 minutes that I was here for. Appreciate that, Dream. Thanks for the stream. It was fun. Thank you, DS. Have a nice evening. Thank you. I appreciate it, guys. Have a good one. I hope everyone has a good rest of the Sunday. Sundays are tough, dude. Oh, wait. Pause. I'm canceling the raid. Do you guys have... Are we doing... Hold on 1 second. Are we doing the... What is it called? Tier list. Didn't you guys... Yeah, wasn't there a tier list you guys want me to do? What are we doing for a tier list today? What do they got for tier lists? Top 100 animes? Oh, that's way too much. Fast food chains? Didn't we do that already? Chips? I ain't doing chips again. You guys are just gonna make fun of me. You triggered Apiary with your drink rankings? She was offended? Soft drinks we did. Car brands? I don't really drive though. Ice cream flavors? Dude, I'm down to do ice cream flavors. Hold on, ice cream sounds fun. We'll do Sunday photos. Well, I guess we'll do photos tomorrow. Is there a good ice cream flavor list though? You know, I actually don't mind typing on this board. Every ice cream flavor tier list. Oh, this is not helpful. It's just scoops. She's about to wash your head in the toilet for putting Baja Blast as F tier. Dude, listen. Every possible version of Mountain Dew belongs in F tier. These are ice cream brands. They have a tier list of ice cream, but it's just a scoop, and I can't tell what half of these things are. I'll show you guys here. Let me show you guys what I mean. Look, I don't know what any of this is. I can guess. Yeah, they're not labeled. If you guys say yes to this, I'm actually going to be so upset. There's no help. This is not helpful. Ice cream tub flavors? No. Ice cream brands? I don't really eat ice cream like that. Why is there a picture of ice cream next to what looks like ranch? What is this? Is that ranch? Holy shit, yum. Oh, here you go. This is perfect. Perfect. Let's do this one here. Birthday cake. This is already going to start off terrible. Black cherry, B. Dude, I don't care what anyone says. Birthday cake flavored everything is just a fucking ripoff. Okay? It's terrible. What is Blue Moon? I've never had Blue Moon. Blueberry. I've only had one scoop of blueberry in my entire existence, and it was just alright. I think it depends. Brownie batter? Fucking S tier, dude. Actually, no, A tier. Sometimes brownie batter is too rich. Butter pecan? Oh, this is also A tier, dude. Cake batter? Again, F tier. Stop making cake ice cream. Cherry Garcia. What is Cherry Garcia? Never had this. Chocolate and vanilla swirl. This is your basic ice cream. This is a C tier. It's ice cream that I'll eat, but it's never very good. Chocolate chip. That's also a C tier, dude. Chocolate mocha? Alright. Now we're getting into some interesting territory here. That's A tier. Chocolate is also A tier. No, it's B tier. It's a B tier. You have to seek out Blue Moon and try it. What is Blue Moon exactly? Cherry Garcia is S tier, but I've never had it. This is not Alex. What the hell? Chunky. What is Chunky Monkey again? I feel like I know I've had it. I just don't remember what it is. Coffee is A tier for sure. Cookie dough? Again. This stuff's not mine, dude. I do not like cookie dough. I do not like cake batter. I do not like birthday cake. All this stuff's so mid to me. What is Chunky Monkey, though? Oh, someone's at the door. Dolce de... Oh, this is S tier, dude. Dolce de leche is so fucking good, dude. If you guys have not had this, you're not living, dude. Banana nut bread into... Oh, yeah, I remember what Chunky Monkey is. It's really good. I'm going to give that a B. Cookies and cream. I have a secret obsession with this. I'm not gonna even pretend that it doesn't belong. It belongs in S tier for me. Cookies and cream ice cream is... That's 100%. French vanilla? Okay, French vanilla is better than just regular schmegular vanilla. It's still D tier, though. It's not something I give a shit about. Sorry. I don't like green tea ice cream very much. It's my personal ranking, okay? I don't care for green tea ice cream. It's just not my thing. Lemon sorbet I've never had. Mango? Mango's D. Guys, you're gonna... Mint chocolate? Absolutely tier number 1, bro. What is this? I can't even read this. Did that say mint Oreo? Mint Oreo? If that says mint Oreo, I've never had it. It sounds like it'd be good. Moose Tracks? Oh yeah, that's a B tier. Oh, okay. Well, I got it. Add it below. Hold on. One sec, guys. Trash. Neapolitan belongs in fucking trash tier. I don't know who's buying Neapolitan unironically, dude. But that shit belongs in fucking trash. Like, who's buying that? Why does it still exist? Terrible take? Orange sorbet? F tier. Hate it. Peach? Never had peach. Peanut butter? Peanut butter's good. B tier. I don't know what the hell this is. Pineapple ice cream? Never had it. Sounds interesting. Pistachios C tier. Raspberries D. I've never had red bean. Don't get upset. I'm gonna put that in never had. Doesn't mean good or bad. I've never had red bean. Rocky Road is definitely A tier, dude. Vanilla also trash. Don't care what anyone says. Fuck vanilla ice cream. Toffee? Toffee's A, dude. Strawberry? D. Strawberry cheesecake? Never had. Sounds not something I'd like, though. Rum raisin? I've had this. Oh, that's trash, dude. Sorry, I've had red rum raisin. It's fucking trash. Salted caramel? That's A, dude. Guys, what's wrong with this tier list? Vanilla's not good, dude. French vanilla tastes better. What's wrong with this? I feel like this is a very... I don't like fruity ice creams, no. Like, for me, the best fruit-flavored ice cream I can probably say is like a banana-flavored style one. Maybe mango. But past that, I don't really like them. I like chocolate. I like toffee, caramels. Like more nutty flavored stuff is better, I think. Durian? I've never had durian. Lemon poppy seed muffin ice cream? Everybody unfollow. I can understand the chips, Alex, but come on. Guys, come on. At least I didn't put like basic flavors in top tier. This is my ice cream ranking list. This is where we're gonna leave it at. Alright, this is what we can settle on. You need to try lemon? Can't believe you missed all that? I don't think I've ever seen lemon at a store. Alex eats like a what's childlike about this, dude? These are classy ice creams, and look at this. Classy ice creams, dude. And what? Classy and S, classy and A, dude. Alright? How is lemon like a basic flavor here? Really? I don't really see it that much. I support your right to have preferences, even though your preferences are making me sad. So nice.
Been busy with Earl stuff, haven't caught stream in a bit, but was awesome meeting you in WV, dude.
Dude, Swoo, it was so good meeting everyone, man. Thank you so much for the 7 months, bro. Hey, you know what? We all have IRL stuff we need to attend to. Honestly, this list is pretty accurate. Dang. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Dude, my list is good. I'm pretty open-minded with ice creams. Like, I won't say no to, like, orange sorbet or, like, birthday cake batter. I'll eat it. Anyways, you know what? Let's go raid Jay. You know what? Let's just go raid Jay, because I feel like we're getting some bad feedback right now, dude. And you know what? Let's just go, dude. Let's just go, dude. Hey, you guys have a great night, dude. Flavor is actually quite nice. Yam flavored ice cream? Never had that one there. Not our fault the vibes aren't vibing. Oh my god, dude. Love you, just won't let you choose the food. You're in a relationship right now, dude. You won't let me choose the food? Come on, man. Bro, running away? Do you like milk tea ice cream? I don't think I've had it, Chudo. I don't think I have. I am not coming for the next stream. Oh my god. Alright, guys. Enjoy Jay's stream. Love you guys. Alex never getting the menu at the restaurant? Oh my god, dude. I don't have a bad rest of the day now. Bye, everybody. See you in 2 days or something. I'll post the schedule tonight. How do I refund a year's worth of subs? Adam, you leave me alone, alright? Bye, everyone. Have a good night. Love you all. You better have a good Sunday. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye. Love you.